What's up, everybody? My name is Cameron. I hope you're having a blessed day. I'm here with
James,
Chase,
and this is
Just Fives Podcast.
And we are back again today in my basement. In the basement. And today the topic is music today.
Yes, sir.
What's going on with, the music world? And the first talking point we have is, why do you think lyrical rap is fading away? So this is a very sad topic because we are all avid hip hop lovers. We're all lovers of lyrical rap.
Yeah.
So yeah, who wants to get it started?
I think I'll do. I'll start this off.
Chase.
We came back we went from classic hip hop storytelling to not really understanding the words.
I think it's more beats now.
Yeah.
You listen to the song, you beat, you're vibing your head, but you're not really listening.
Yeah, you're not really understanding what the artist is trying to say, and there's no really uniqueness to that certain kind of flow they're trying to bring. But that producer hard at work though. You bobbing your head to that beat, but is the artist really contributing to it? Is the question.
Mm-hmm. I definitely agree, and I think it's just fading away because our generation. I feel like sadly our generation has a big part in that, because I feel like with us and kids coming up, they want to. It's like what they hear, like, oh, that sounds good. Like, I want something that's gonna get me lit. You know what I mean? Like, not. They like, I don't want to hear no deep song. Like, I don't mess with lyrics. Like, who cares about that? They want to have they want a feeling, but they don't want a lyrical feeling. They want that I'm in the club feeling. And I think that's really what rap is turning into. Sad.
Yeah.
What you got, James?
I mean, it's like kind of both ways. Like, you can listen to a song, like a party type music, like that's good, but you kind of need a balance. I think we're more into that party, bob your head, go crazy type music. And we need like a little bit of, both. We need more of the lyrical. Sometimes you might just be chilling, sometimes you might have had a bad day. You need some real in your ear. You know what I mean? You need some real good music instead of just music you can bob your head to.
Yeah, and then honestly, like, if you listen to that, just like, crank music or that mumble rap, quote unquote, if you like read the lyrics, like, what they're talking about is not good. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to help you, and what you take in, what you listen to, what you do, what you see, it really affects you. So if that's all you're listening to, then it's, it's going to affect you in a bad way. But like James said, you need that balance of, lyrical. Sometimes, yeah, we want to get lit. We want party music and stuff, but we also need the lyrical music. And that's where we're really, the problem is today. It's becoming too non-lyrical and too party-like.
Because in reality, the lyrical music is really what's selling records.
Yep. Yes. Who are the top three people making the most money? It's Drake, it's Kendrick, and it's J.Cole. The three most lyrical rappers.
Very true. Very true.
Exactly. And another rapper who I think does this who's mastered the balance between lyrics and production is Travis Scott.
I knew you were about to say that. I was about to say that. I don't want to cut you off, but I knew you were about to say that.
Because, yes, his lyrics, he says some slick stuff, right? And it's not the most lyrical stuff, you know what I mean? He's probably not going to be super conscious like Logic is, but he says some cool stuff, and his production is amazing. You know what I mean? It's not overproduced. And I feel like that's the word I was trying to say earlier. Like, music today is too overproduced.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel like. You know what I mean? Like, music back in the day, back in the night, man, it used to just be simple beats. And it could just be
even like early 2000s, you had like your Kanye West era when J.Cole was just coming out, Drake, you know what I mean? Meek Mill.
Yeah. They was up and coming, so, they wanted to get the people's attention. So, they had to stay cool, get their lyrics out and really explain what they was trying to, what they went through. Like Meek Mill, growing up in Philly, it was hard for him. So he had stuff to go, keep going back to, just keep on flowing and just putting all the words together. And to Drake, he's pretty dynamic. I'm going to let Cam talk about Drake, though.
Yeah, I'm an avid.
That's his man, by the way.
Yeah, Drake, I feel like Drake is the best, like, all-around artist. I'm not saying best rapper, but I think he's the best all-around artist. He can do it all. He can
sing.
Exactly. And like, I don't know if y'all can hear the background music, but we have Drake Essentials on right now. There are 74 songs on Drake Essentials. 74 is 4 hours of hits. No other rapper has 4 hours of hits, man. You know what I mean? Like, you can get Island Drake, you can get Rap Drake, you can get Sing, In My Feelings Drake, you know what I mean? And it's just cool, but that's my thoughts on Drake. But moving on to our next talking point here, we kind of already got into this. What matters? What matters more, lyrics or production?
I'll start this one off.
Go ahead.
I want to get into this.
I really think it's lyrics, but production isn't far behind. I don't. If you don't have a good producer or a good team behind you, it's kind of hard to make a good video or come out with a good album because you need other people's opinion just besides you as a rapper. But like we talked about earlier, lyrics is also a big thing. We want to hear what you're talking about. We want to know what you're talking about. We want to be able to feel what you're saying in your song. So that's really big.
Yeah. To get into that point. See, I'm for, young producers, really trying to get their name out there, get in terms of, like, getting with the right artists, getting what they're trying to get out. Because, there's a lot of young producers out here and who's really trying to get, with the Drake, with the Travis Scott, with anybody who's big, they trying to get with them so, they can get their name out there and be like, oh, this dude made some real good beats, let me put him on by, getting on his track. So, I like it more in terms of producing because I think there's a lot of young producers out there who haven't gotten the chance yet to really show themselves. And, you have artists and stuff like that, but, not everybody can rap and sing. Mm-hmm. Producers, that's something different. If you can make a beat and make a solid one, that's golden.
And look, I don't know if y'all know this, but producers, music execs and producers make way more money than the rappers.
Yeah, it's like
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they make way more money.
It's like movies. The people who produce the movie and the people behind the camera make more money than actors.
Exactly, and that's how it is. One of my dad's friends, he's in the music industry, and he worked with Beyonce. He worked with some big people in the industry, and he told me, I was telling I'm trying to do my little rap stuff or whatever. And he was like, yo, rappers don't make that much money, man. He was like, it's the people behind them that are working with them. Because, we hear names like Drake, we hear names like, NBA Youngboy. And you really shouldn't hear them. When you look at them, you shouldn't see them as one person. It's really a team, to be honest. There's people in a room. They all have notepads. They hear the beat. They're writing lyrics. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel. So for the third topic, what do y'all think is the future for hip hop?
Oh, let me get this one. I think the future is gonna be it's gonna be interesting, to be honest with you, because like what's that cat's name that you rave about all the time? What's
young dude?
Yeah.
Oh, Yeet.
Not Yeet. I'm talking. What's his name? Simba.
Yes.
Simba.
Yes. Simba, oh my gosh.
He's up and coming. See, he tried to put me, both of them tried to put me on, but I was like, maybe he just, I started listening to him. I was like, okay. See, those guys like that, they're up and coming. So I think the future of hip hop is going to be real interesting. But, they got to understand, it's not just about, the production of the song. Y'all got to get back to storytelling. Like, not Drake, J.Cole. One of my favorite songs, Wet Dreams, he was storytelling about how he
lost his virginity.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that was a story. Just like back in the day how they would storytell and stuff. So, they gotta get back to that, not just saying
I think rap and hip hop are two different things.
Yes.
Rap is more like rhythm, you know what I mean? And hip hop is more like, lyrical and things like that. So it's like two different things when you talk about that.
Yeah. And I definitely agree that my dad would say the same thing. He's like, oh, that's not hip hop. That's rap. You know what I mean? So I definitely agree with that. And yeah, I think the future really is, I think it's going to go more in the pockets. Like, we have New York rap, their section. We have rappers like Dave East, and Nims who are keeping like New York's rap alive.
Yeah.
We have DC rap. We have drill. Like UK drill. Well, New York drill counts, but we have classic New York rap. We have New York drill. We have UK drill. I think it's going to divide up more in the pockets. And then I feel like it's going to be a new triad. Triad means three if y'all don't know what that is. But I think it's going to develop into a new big three. Because, you know, like I said, we have Drake. The big three are Drake, Kendrick, and Cole. And once they retire, the question is, who are going to be the next big three? So I feel like that's let me ask y'all that. Who do y'all think is going to be the next big three, based on who we have right now?
That's hard.
That's hard. That's hard.
That's
hard. You gotta get somebody on the East Coast, then you gotta go, down south a little bit. From not New York, Jersey. Then you gotta go down south. Then you gotta go, across to California. Then there's I forgot who's from Texas. There's a couple of Texas members in there. I can't lie. They're not just country. But
it's a lot around.
It's just a lot around, but I don't know who
the biggest thing though is we gotta keep these rappers alive.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes. We gotta keep them, you know what? Let's get into that for real.
Yes, we'll go off. Who cares about the script? We'll go off a little bit. Talk about these rappers. It is a sad thing. A lot of these rappers are dying. They're getting shot. They're getting killed. And most recent was Takeoff, right?
Yep.
Yes, and Takeoff sadly got shot and killed over gambling. Am I correct? Yes, it was gambling. And honestly, if you look at the case, he was with Offset. I think they were.
No, he was with Quavo.
He was with Quavo, right? He was with Quavo, and they were rolling dice or something like that. And then I think Quavo started the argument, and then
this whole thing started.
Exactly. So it was his mans who started the argument,
and ended up with Rocket dead.
Exactly. And that's I think it's sad. We've had Young Dolph, right?
Yeah.
He
See, but that's another thing too. His mini-me, Key Glock. See, they don't know nothing about that Key Glock though. See, but we got to keep him safe because a lot of people will say Key is kind of like the young Dolph. So, we got to keep him safe. There's a lot of rappers who, we got to keep safe so they can keep on making music like Cole, Kendrick, Drake. Got to keep them safe. You see how heavy Drake rolls in terms of security, like stopping traffic, all this. Got guys coming out, stopping the cars and stuff. So
he's the president of Canada. He's the prime minister of Canada, pretty much. His house is insane. He has an insane house. They literally on Google Earth, if you type in his address, they blur out the front gate. You cannot see the front gate of his house. They blur it out. It's insane. And he has his own secret security thing or whatever. It's like he's the president. It's insane.
But it's kind of weird though. Like you look at a rapper, like he's not a regular person. It's kind of like he's I'm gonna say higher than everybody else, but I feel like with the world we need to change that image where a rapper can just walk out and not have to worry about people
trying to hurt him.
Yeah, things like that. He shouldn't have to walk with 50 people just to go to the grocery store.
Exactly. And that's the thing.
Like that.
It's the whirlwind. It's the violence. That's come. The world has definitely changed. Especially in terms of just us going to school every day. I got security walking around my school that are armed, that are ex-military. So it's just anywhere we go now, it's a possibility we may not go home. And I know that's dark, but hear me out. It's just the truth. Anything can pop off at any second because somebody gets mad or somebody's just psychologically not there, and they want to hurt people. And I think it's because they get possessed by demons, personally. Me and my dad talk about that all the time. They get possessed by demons. Seriously, hear me out.
Nah, man.
Hear me out.
I see it. That could be a whole nother, episode on something. Yeah. Might do an episode on that. But the big thing, guys, is that, rap has to evolve and we have to change how we're doing things now. And I feel like J. Cole, I feel like that's another reason why J. Cole is just, you don't see him with no big chains. You don't see him with craziest clothes. He's just like a regular guy. And that's the reason, the dude rides, he literally gets a city bike in New York and rides around. You know what I mean? With no security. And he's cool because, first off, number one, people respect him. He doesn't start any beef with anybody. Number two, he's just a really good guy. You know what I mean?
J. Cole.
And I feel like if we look at the rappers who have passed away, we look at what type of people they are, it kind of makes sense. Yeah. Why certain. Now, you have accidents, like, for instance, Pop Smoke, right? Sadly, who's Home Invasion. Yes. Super big Pop Smoke fan over here, but Home
that almost
Invasion.
Killed me, man.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I still remember we were on a bus. We were going to a basketball game. Remember that? And it was pretty sad. But again, I don't know if he was gang affiliated, but so far, like from his music, he didn't really start any beef with anybody. And those guys still, he didn't have the proper security, and those guys came in there and they killed him. So it's stuff like that. But we could go on for hours about death and hip hop. But moving on, we kind of already talked about this too. What are your top 3 rappers right now? And you better not say Moneybagg Yo. Who's the biggest Moneybagg Yo?
Well, his mixtape just came out, so
You can say, hey, it's your
give
opinion.
me my top 3.
Want me to go first?
Oh yeah, you go first, cause I gotta think. Hold on, let me see.
Number 1. So we're talking about rappers. So number 1, I'm just gonna go Kendrick Lamar right now, and that might change. That might change when J.Cole drops. Number 2, right now, I'm going to say J.Cole, and J.Cole might, like I said, he might jump up and take Kendrick's spot. And number 3 is going to be Drake. Just he has the best wordplay in the game. Like the things the man says it's insane. It's smart. And people like to argue, oh, he doesn't write his own songs. Da, da, da. Man, these rappers don't write their own songs. Like I said, they're a team. It's a team effort. You have rappers who are single writers and they write their own songs and stuff, but the best rap songs, it's not one person, it's a team and they're working together. But yeah, that's my top 3. And man, what you got, James?
Me, man, it ain't really no order for mine, but I really like Nipsey. Nipsey Hussle is really in my top. He speaks. We talked about it at Simba. I like him. We said Drake, so I say Kanye West. Old Kanye.
Yeah, old Kanye.
Yep.
Very specific.
Yes.
Thing to say. He said old Kanye. Old Kanye, not new. Old. But yeah,
I think I'm good. The biggest thing about Kanye is he's misunderstood. I really think that people don't understand the things he goes to, losing his mother, things like that. People don't understand the stress that goes to that. Losing his wife, barely able to see his children. That takes a lot of stress. Adidas drops him. He loses sneaker deal. So a lot of bad things have happened in his life. And that's what happens when you're at the top. You know what I mean? They try to bring you down with small things. Any small thing you do can bring you down. So you got to keep your record clean, guys.
Yeah. Yep. Amen. I agree to that. So you got your list right, Chase?
Yeah, I think I'm good. I'm good.
Man.
I'm gonna go J. Cole, Drake.
Mm-hmm. Just say it. I know you want to say it.
Nah. I'm third. This third one is hard. I'm gonna be honest with you. Man.
Hey, man.
Chris
Breezy. Fun fact. Chris Brown can rap. He's an amazing rapper. He hasn't released rap songs in a while, but I respect that.
I'm about to say Chris Breezy.
I feel that.
Because the top duo, Drake and Chris Brown, Chris Breezy.
Yeah. I agree with that. Honestly, I feel like that might change because we had the freaking banger of Churchill Downs with Drake and Jack Harlow. You know what I mean?
It's definitely gonna change.
Like lyrics in that song are insane. But that's pretty much it for this episode, guys. But thank you for tuning in. Always remember, stay blessed, be blessed,
stay safe.
Yes, and stay safe.
Stay safe.
And we'll catch you on the next episode. Peace out.